What up, YouTube? Mandy Hops here. How are you guys doing? So, I just wanted to give you a little perspective on how I've literally survived this long in a big city with my tumultuous life and everything that's happened. And a lot of my friends give me shit about it, and a lot of people don't understand it. And it's something that took me a long time to develop, but it is minimalism. So, minimalism to me is some people take it all wrong and they think they just have to throw all their stuff away. No, 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 no. Basically, how I think of it is, and I'm going to post this minimalist video in the top comments. I'm going to pin it. Definitely check it out. He does the 2020 rule, and a lot of his stuff he says is so true. But he says, basically, if you don't use it, lose it, is the basis of minimalism. Maybe you've had your aunt's cocktail ring handed down from generation and you keep it up, or this fine china, but you never eat on it type stuff, right? I have real silverware, but I use it. I don't keep it put away. And then on some other ends, I have total garbage ass stuff, but I use the hell out of it. And I use it till I don't want to use it anymore. And then I buy something I really like and I use it forever. Most of my hoodies and stuff are 21 years old. A lot of my clothes. You can see this one right now. This one has a bleach stain, but it's not all garbage actually. And there's a lot of things I don't want to buy because there's two main things I want to say going into 2025, okay, that I believe to be true. Own your things. Don't let your things own you. And believe it or not, it gets actually easier as you get progressively poorer. But what I mean by that is, say I got kicked out today, or evicted, or I had to move, or I just wanted to make a sudden change of life because I am spontaneous like that, right? Because I believe more in, and I would rather say keep your coach purse or whatever and let me go on 5 fun road trips or adventures or one cool trip or to a fancy dinner, because that's an experience, right? A coach purse, and then I've had some of the same purses forever. I can't really talk too much about my purse game exactly, but I can talk about my life game. So what I mean by that is, when I moved to Vegas, I left all my stuff behind, pretty much to move here, except for a huge thing of Christmas stuff. And I packed all my stuff that you see now in these bins. And this is the Marie Kondo method. You should Google her. I Marie Kondoed everything. It's basically she's the superstar cleaner folder, and then teaches you to appreciate everything you have or you don't have it. I don't want fancy rings and tennis bracelets and stuff like that. I want stuff I'm going to use, not stuff I'm going to worry about. Oh my God, if I lose this, am I going to freak out and cry? What if it breaks? Am I going to freak out and cry? Before I moved to Vegas, I always had a TV and cable and yada, 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 and I paid for all of it. But once I got out here, I didn't have a TV. I had a laptop. My landlord hooked me up with the Wi-Fi. Now I don't even have a laptop. I have a tablet. And if I lost that, I'd still think I'd be okay. I'm getting down to the nitty gritty. And I had an ex-boyfriend, shout out to the Tiki guy. He brought me a huge TV and an HDMI cable. I didn't even know what an HDMI cable was. And so I'd watch it off my laptop. Now I don't have a laptop. Now I have a tablet. And I was always afraid, what if I have to move? But I still need the king-size bed. So if you guys see my bed, and people are oh my God, look how you're living. Dude, I've done this for years. I did this in St. Louis when I lived in a loft. I always put my mattress on the floor. It's also a feng shui thing. If you have things in your bed, it's supposed to cause you stress. I had only two boyfriends, also, on a side note, that worried about this. I don't keep text messages and stuff like that stacked on my phone. I read them, I do them, I erase them, unless it's like something I have to remember for tomorrow, because it's like clutter. It's clutter in your mind. It's just like when your mind like worries at night. I got enough of that. I don't have to worry about, dude, if I move tomorrow or get kicked out tomorrow or whatever, do I need to take my bed? Do I need to rematch his furniture? I don't want to do all that, dude. I just had this thing delivered. This was the first, well, this is the second mattress, but I came in here with nothing but a mattress and then this and my Christmas decorations, bro. And so it's kind of calming to me. And then this is my landlord's, I call this my indoor outdoor room. This I got for $2,000 off Amazon. And then I just use my old broken laptop for now. Yeah, I was snacking and stuff. To keep up my tablet. I've been using the same stuff. This is the nicest couch in the world. Like, the only thing I really, really like is my artwork. But one thing you have to think is, like, if it broke down, if you haven't used it in 6 months, you probably don't need it. Honestly, get rid of it. So many people in Vegas, more than any other city, have storage units. And so many people I know have lost their storage units. And I'm like, dude, you got to like decide what you want, because worrying about all this stuff and taking care of this stuff that you're not actively using, don't do it. If you got that fine china, bust it out. If you got this, bust it out. Like, just do it. Do it. The other thing I want to say for 2025, which would be my best advice, and this year I'm taking my own advice, is don't love one thing. And in my case, normally it means a person, but it's also meant bartending. It's also meant a lot of things that were like my passion. Don't love one thing so much. And this is like minimalism of like other things than just material objects. Don't love one thing so much that if it goes away, you don't have anything anymore. Going after like a very profound breakup, I'm finding that to be very true. Like, I kind of lost myself in one person and I didn't do the things I want to do. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I don't have anything like so bougie really that like if I lost it, I'd be upset and I would find a way to survive. And it's actually helped me to survive not liking those bougie things. I've literally went a year without working. I'm not like inherently rich, and I'm definitely not rich now. I should have not gone that year without working. But what I'm telling you guys is go through your closets. If you don't do like, I'm going to be skinny again, I'm going to fit into this, or I can understand for me personally, if I gain like 10 pounds in a month, I might want the extra large shirt. Or, you know, if you're on the reverse side, but like, don't do like, I'm going to fit back into this one day, or I'm keeping this even though I'll never wear it and I have nothing to pass it down to because Aunt so-and-so. Use it or lose it. And it is like the most beneficial thing. Like, I could so go with it. And like, once you realize to do it, like, I grew up really, I mean, my parents are wealthy, but inherently I grew up really wealthy. Country clubs, credit cards, whatever I wanted, you know? And I bought stuff just to buy stuff. And I realized at the end of the day, it like never made me happy. It never made me happy. And then I lost everything and I was devastated. And I had to shop at the dollar store, and I would have never used a coupon. I would have been so embarrassed. I started using and don't say like, what was me? Like, I mean, I think it's better to like start out as rich and become poor because you learn to value everything more than become poor and then become rich, because then you got to learn my lesson. And then it's like, I assume it would be harder the other way around. But one thing I do realize is you start to lose that. You lose a lot of things. I want to say things. You lose a lot of trips, a lot of bougie people you want, but like anything that you lose for real, like because you lose money basically, is like, dude, we're still going to wake up in the morning. We're still going to find a way to live. Like, dude, if you meet, like I talk about my straight friends and stuff, we all have issues, but like they're some of the happiest, carefree people you've ever met because they've lost everything and they realize that the world still keeps going on, you know? And I always idolize that. Maybe too much I got like so almost like spookily scary close to being them. As far as like dipping my toe in the homeless ocean or like losing my car or something like that. It's not something I try to do on purpose, but my outlook on it now is way different than it would have been 5 years ago. Well, if that happens, then that's $1,000 less a month I have to pay. I can start stacking money. I can take the bus. Like, bums can go to the beach any day and hang out or go wherever they want or the boardwalk or whatever because they don't have to be anywhere. It is nice to have your own place. Like, don't take what I'm saying away from the minimalism thing. I'm saying appreciate what you have. And if you have stuff that you haven't used, give it away or sell it and put it towards like some other goal that you have. Don't be like, well, I can't move because I can't get a U-Haul because I can't move my dresser type shit. Don't ever let that like be a block. Like I literally gave up so much stuff, dude. And it was hard, but there's something like emancipating about, like I said, when you don't have to worry about one certain person holding you down or one certain thing that you love because that's all that you have, or a couch or like furniture, and like you're like, well, I can't move because I can't get a U-Haul and I can't do this and then, or I don't have, like, you have to find ways around it. And sometimes you do it on your own and sometimes life just makes you do it. But that's my advice for 2025. Literally, I would look at the comment I pinned below and watch this guy's video. He explains it much better than I do, but everybody has their own form of minimalism. And then also, don't just love one thing. Sometimes we fall so in love with one thing, which is great because you haven't loved something in so long that you lose every other part of yourself. And when that's gone, that's gone. You know what I mean? Like Johnny Cash. He was with June forever. Within a week of her dying, he died within a week. I think it was heartbreak. I think that was all he had. Okay? So, I mean, you have to love what you love and be yourself, be genuine, and dude, take the L's. Take the L's because that's the only way you're going to take the win. And I hope you guys have a great year next year. I would also advise don't say this is going to be my year because every time I do that, it's like betting on the Raiders are going to the Super Bowl or something. It's not going to happen. Don't hate me, Las Vegas. Anyway, I love you guys. Check out the link below. And also check out Marie Kondo. Check out her stuff. Maybe I'll pin it down below as well. But it's definitely working, like worth checking out for 2025. And I hope you guys kick ass this year. And if you don't, whatever kicks your ass literally is normally for a reason. In my opinion, it makes you stronger. If you failed something, it's because like you weren't meant to be there in the first place. All right, deuces. Love you guys. Bye.